This man had never won a single game of rock, paper, scissors in his entire life. No matter what he threw, he always lost. Even when playing with a group of people, if everyone else threw rock, he would inevitably be the one throwing scissors. At the supermarket, when competing with a woman for the same lunchbox, they decided to settle it with rock, paper, scissors. Of course, he was the one who lost. One day, he saw a rock, paper, scissors training dojo. Suddenly, an old man challenged him to a game. The man lost, as always. The old man turned out to be the master of the dojo. They tried several more times. The man attempted reverse psychology, but no matter what strategy he used, he couldn't win even once. The old man always looked confident of victory. Frustrated that he couldn't even beat this old man, the man watched in amazement as the old man suddenly flashed behind him. Deeply impressed, he immediately signed up to become the old man's apprentice. The man began his rock, paper, scissors training, mopping floors to cultivate patience, chopping wood daily to build strength, making fires and cooking to develop dexterity, and washing clothes to purify his spirit. Suddenly, the man realized something was off. Wasn't he just being the old man's housekeeper? What kind of training was this? He quit immediately. Returning to his company, he found his colleagues playing rock, paper, scissors, with the loser buying coffee for everyone. His colleagues forcibly dragged him into the game. To his surprise, he discovered that while he used to always lose the first round, now he was actually tying with his colleagues. Even when he closed his eyes and threw randomly, the result was always a draw. The man believed this was the result of his training. He returned to the dojo and found his master collapsed on the floor. The master said he had been attacked by a tattooed man who came to steal the secret rock, paper, scissors manual. The master then pulled out the hidden manual and gave it to the man, asking him to carry on the art of rock, paper, scissors. With that, the master died. The man was determined to avenge his master. He began training according to the manual's contents. After practicing for some time, one day at work, he encountered a situation where two people were competing for the last spot in an elevator, deciding by rock, paper, scissors. During the game, the man suddenly discovered he could see his opponent's intentions before they threw. He easily won. When playing with colleagues, he could read their intentions with every throw. From then on, he never lost again. The manager asked the man to help the company secure a contract bid. Since the technical specs and prices were similar, the contract would be decided by rock, paper, scissors. This bid was a matter of life and death for the company. The opposing side also sent a formidable expert. The rules were simple. Whoever won 3 rounds first would be victorious. The man thought he would win easily, until he saw his opponent's tattoo. This was exactly the enemy who had defeated his master. The match began, and the man surprisingly couldn't read his opponent's intentions. He could only throw randomly and lost the first round. His opponent was indeed a true master. In the second round, after several consecutive draws, the opponent suddenly flashed and leaped into the air. The man threw rock but lost again. The enemy appeared at the man's side. They seemed to be on completely different levels. Having lost 2 rounds and unable to read his opponent's intentions at all, the man heard his master's voice whisper in